Hi, welcome to another Terranscapes Rapid Fire Critique. Just before we begin, I'm trying out a new setup here. One of the comments on one of the previous Rapid Fires is that they thought it'd be nicer if they saw more me, not me, but me in the corner, and, more of a front angle. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I'm going to run it off my webcam so I can just clip it on top of a monitor here, and hopefully that will make it a little easier for me to set up, and will hopefully be enough of a quality that it's okay. This is a terrible webcam. I've had it for years and years. So if this format works better for me, for you, maybe I'll upgrade it. I probably could get an upgraded webcam pretty cheaply. And the other thing is that now I'm doing it because of that with all of this new software, and I'm trying to record directly into Sony Vegas. I got a lot of things running to make this happen. So hopefully it all goes all right. So with that being said, let's jump right in. Oh, wait. I need my timer. All right. So let's go. This has been submitted by Joseph Simeon, hope I pronounced that right, and he described these as his World War II boards made with Hearst Arts molds. And if you're familiar with Hearst Arts, of course, you can recognize much of this. And he sent me a bunch of photos, and so I'm just going to scroll through a couple before I give my thoughts on it. It's nice to have a little close-up there. And okay. And okay. All right. And, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, a little before and after. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, I see. Well, we've got extra there. All right, I'll tell you what then. Let's go back real quick, and we'll start, let's start here. Okay, so first things that I thought were kind of cool was that, just scrolling right through these, remember I do this on the fly, you're getting it as fast as I am here, is that he's put in brakes here so he can remove the bridge, and that was even a little more obvious in another shot. I thought that was pretty cool. I like how he has painstakingly, in my opinion, most likely picked out individual bricks, cobblestone to give a little bit more of a color variation, and I think it looks like we've got two different, maybe three shades of brown actually, so that's nice because a lot of times these can look very flat if they're all painted the same color. Let's see here. We're going to move along a little bit. So it looks like here we've got some mossy effects added along this, and I have the same cleaning pot for my airbrush. And we see that a little more here. And first of all, this is big. Kudos for casting all of these. That's a lot of casting. Oh, we can see here the bridge removed. That's nice. The green that you're using, it's a tough call, especially because there's no water in it. Now, I don't know if you plan on filling this with water later, in which case this would be a great under coating, if you will, with like a nice semi-murky tinted green liquid over the top. I like that. But if not, I don't know what I would do with this. It's not, I don't know. Something about it says not right to me. But one thing to consider is that there looks like there's going to be a lot of other stuff put down on this, perhaps like buildings or other things that will break this up, right? Because we have this very uniform brown, even though with the individual stones picked out. But we have this very brown theme going on, and this green just doesn't quite fit right in my mind. But let's continue here. Another shot of the channel, and this was interesting, this before and after, and so here he's finished painting it and giving it a nice wash, or actually it looks almost like tempera paint brushed in, maybe something like that. This is nice. It gives a really nice, strong, pronounced look to the stones. It doesn't quite look like you've done this everywhere, so I don't know if you're planning on doing that, but I would, because that's really, really nice. So what would I do to improve this? I would, this is going to sound picky, but for me, I would file or sand these stones till they're round on the bottom, and then it won't look like such a straight line. If you're hand picking out all of these stones individually, doing a little sanding work where they join is probably not going to be a big deal for you. And I think that would really help make it not look like a block placed on top of it, because this hard line really makes that happen. The other thing I get the impression that we're looking at an unfinished piece, of course, because of these open areas here that look like buildings are going to be received. So it's a little hard to give recommendations how I change it, because I don't know what the final look would be. Here's a thought real quick, though. If these are going to be, say, sidewalks, or, it's too thin for a sidewalk, but a building like curb, if you will, picking a different mold. I know you've already done this, but this is just maybe for future projects. Picking a different mold would help give it a jump out from the main walkway textures. It would just set it off, which is really what you've got going on here. And like I said, I have a feeling this is going to be covered, but you can see how that really separates it from the rest. Oh, I know. Okay, all right, we're over. Of course we are. But that's what I would do, is pick out some of this work and trim it with something differently. And I think that will really help to break up the visual. It's a little, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say monotonous, because that's not quite right, but it doesn't have enough variation. I think that's the way I'm saying in my mind. And so, like, for instance, I'm going to wrap it up here, but these have a different configuration to these, right? And so you have this new line of interest here across the bridges, and you can even see, just looking back here, how much that makes a difference visually to this little tiny corner of the world here. Picking out maybe something for the stairs that's a little bit different would add some more interest to it, and again, without knowing what else is going to be going on down here, I couldn't say more. Boy, the channel, I gotta wrap this up. I don't know about that green. I think I got it. It's maybe too pastel-y. Not pastel-y, but it's too, it looks like it's like a tint rather than, a more of an opaque green. It's like a candy color sprayed over it. And I think it would benefit maybe for some more variation, darker stained areas. If it's going to have water, that will help hide it, in which case it's not a bad color. So a little more variation in the green, I think, would help break that up, and I would bring some like blacks into the green to deepen it into a darker shade. That would be my choice. So hopefully, Simeon, hopefully you found that a little helpful. I appreciate that people are submitting rapid fires. I've got a few more in the list here, so I'm going to shoot a couple. So stay tuned for those, and also stay tuned to the channel, just because I'm going to try to get out a couple of videos here within the next day, because I know I've been a little lean this month, because I've been trying to work on those ocean boards. It's a whole story. I'll tell you more about it later, but hopefully you understand why there's been a little gap there. All that stuff is down below here, contacts, if you want to send something to the Rapid Fire Critique, if you want to, wherever that is. If you want to check out the monthly columns, I just wrote May's monthly column, which is, and April's was on terrain for your table, and then May, for a patron's request, he was like, how about the nuts and bolts? I go through more specifics on making a forest stand. So you might find that helpful. You can go to the Patreon site. You don't have to be a patron to see this. It's all public accessible, and it's going to be right in the top of the content feed there, and you should be able to find it. So thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it always. Questions and comments down below. I'm behind on comments, but I will catch up someday. So please leave them if you like. I appreciate each one that I read. So once again, thank you. And hopefully you'll come back and see me, because I'll be back soon with another Terranscapes video.